sweater. Both your hands in the holes of my sweater. Crack one, pour one. The forecast report is here for UFC Mexico, and the madness in Mexico is still erupting. Brandon Moreno in the main event took that loss to Loner Kavanagh, and that was one of many picks wrong for Fight Fiend this week. If you take a look on Instagram, Discord, I was 6 for 13. Not great, not great. I had my two most confident picks that were Mexican take the loss in the main card spots. Daniel Zellhuber, another pick that just did not show up for Fight Fiend, and many other cappers this week. That's unfortunate. We're going to talk about it. He's obviously sent to that shadow realm. See ya fucking later, bud. Yeah. 6 for 13. Normally, on the forecast report, I think I had 3 picks wrong. We're sitting here with over half the event wrong. Madness in Mexico. Like I said, my most confident Mexican picks, they really lost. They fucking lost. That's crazy. Might not have been my night. However, I'm going to get back to work today, do the forecast report, and we got UFC 326 coming right up. The bad motherfucker belt is on the line. Charles do Bronx Oliveira looking to dethrone Max Blessed Holloway, but y'all know the best is blessed. So let's get straight to the forecast report. Absolute madness in Mexico. Madness. Brandon Moreno got beat up, and Loner Kavanagh left with the win. Now, this guy is someone not to fade in the future. He certainly can be a champion. Now, stylistically, I knew he was going to make this a close fight. Might not have got finished, although I thought Moreno was live to get the finish later in the fight with elevation in Mexico at altitude here. But Loner really improved from his last fight. He did get finished to Charles Johnson in round 3, but cardio issues completely checked out, and he dominated this fight pillar to post. I thought, Brandon was going to look a lot better than this, but he seems to be on the downfall now in his career. Former champion got lit up from Loner Kavanagh, who looked incredible. Future champion versus former champion in this fight is what it looked like for sure. Loner Kavanagh has all the skills to be a champion, being this well-rounded, and we've seen a lot of young prospects on this event with a lot of well-rounded skill set, with a very well-rounded skill set, and these prospects certainly are on the rise. Now look at Loner Kavanagh, just teeth kick right to the jaw, to the stomach. He was really picking Brandon Moreno apart in this fight with the striking, good takedown defense. Brandon was really pushing him up against the fence, not doing much with it. Herb Dean was quick to break that one up. There was another ref that was not having any of the ground control of Lynn Perez, that big fat Mexican ref. We've never seen him before, but he had no patience with the wrestling, and I thought that was funny. I was about to make a tweet about that one. Now, the next opponent for the loser in the main event, the next opponent, I think it should be Asu Almabayev. This is a guy that Brandon Moreno has not fought yet, a guy that's on the rise. This would be a good test for Asu, and I think Brandon Moreno might have something left to prove. He could be on the downfall. He honestly could be on the downfall, like I mentioned there earlier. Very well could be on the downfall. So Asu could get past a guy like Brandon Moreno, and that would be a great win. If not, a guy like Tagir Ulanbekov might be an easier win path. Easier path to victory for Brandon Moreno versus Tagir Ulanbekov, who's off a loss to Horiguchi. Tagir is stylistically a fighter I think Brandon could beat. He's at the bottom 15 of the flyweight division. If you want to give Brandon a tougher test, maybe give him another loss. I think Asu would be a matchup that would be more intriguing and maybe a closer fight for sure. Now, Brandon was the lock of the week for me. You hate to see a favorite drop the bag, but there was another one, Daniel Zellhuber, and he lost to Michael Johnson by a decision. But in this fight, after 2 losses, I did not think Daniel Zellhuber was going to go out there and look as bad as he did. He made a move with his coaching and his gym to fight ready with Henry Cejudo. And I mean, I thought that was going to be a good move. You were fighting a guy that had, a clear game plan. Bobby Green does the same thing each and every fight. And I just thought there was a clear game plan for Zellhuber to get the win, and he could not capitalize. The chin was right there for him the whole fight. Bobby Green, chin just dangling out there, and Zellhuber could not capitalize. Now, this might be a fighter that gets cut from the UFC. We have to cut some of these guys. Look at all these fighters that are on a losing streak, that are having a tough run in the UFC. Now, the two on the sides here, Marlon Vera and Macy Chiasson, they're veterans, UFC vets. I don't think they get cut right away, but the ones on the bottom, look at Zellhuber in his last couple fights. He lost to Trey Ogden at one point. This is a guy that might need to step back. He might need to step back. He's still young. He can make it back to the UFC in the future, but right now he does not seem UFC caliber. And I think Prelim Tim is agreeing here. Zellhuber might be getting cut here. This is a guy I thought he'd be doing much better than he has done so far. And after that loss to Bobby Green in that style of fashion, yeah, I think he gets cut. Now, Macy Chiasson, I'm not sure on this one. Now, Tim thinks Macy might get cut after that fight. After a couple bad fights, she probably could get cut. I agree. Now, my dog of the week, this motherfucker has to get cut. The lime green hair was durable in this fight, lasted to a decision, but he got beat up. He did not look like he wanted to be there. He wasn't doing a whole hell of a lot. Now, Eric Silva off a layoff. This was early on the card. He got choked out. He's probably getting cut. Not a great record for him. Jose Medina, Pacheco, these are guys with not good records and have not shown us good performances. Durability is not a reason to keep these guys around. Based off durability, you can't keep these guys around with their record, and their percentage of winning a fight is so fucking low. You can't have them fight in the UFC. They're not UFC caliber. Daniel Zellhuber right now is certainly not UFC caliber from what we have seen. He just got knocked out to Bobby Green. That was brutal fashion. Now let's go to the more positive side on this event. We got the Prop Fiends live each and every event. Prelim Tim, the absolute fucking prelim king, went to work with a Lynn Perez, and she twerked on us. I liked it. I liked it, Macy Chiasson was the pick. I thought she could get back into the win column, but I don't care about that loss. That was a great win for Prelim Tim. You tune in each and every Friday, and you can get his prelim prop each and every week. This was a beauty prop. Now, AJ MMA, he had a snipe on the props on the prelims. He had Regina by a decision plus 350. These two props were certainly great props of the week in fights that I was on the other side on, but these were certainly the bets by a decision. Great picks, and they dominated pillar to post in those fights. So tune in to the Prop Fiends each and every event, and you're going to get the props from not only Fight Fiend, but Prelim Tim, the Prelim King, and AJ MMA, who's absolutely sniping out there. These boys looking for that juice each and every event. Become a forecaster. All links in the description below. We're on X, Instagram, Discord's absolutely free, Telegram, TikTok, Patreon. You see it all there. Now, the locks of the week, we had Edgar Cheraz show up. That was a split decision. I think that was one of the closest fights. Could have went either way, honestly. Felipe Bunenz looked very good, and he was counted and written off by Fight Fiend. Should not have been. That was a split decision. One hell of a fight there, back and forth. That was a good fight there. Francis Marshall, he was rightfully the only lock of the week out of these four. Absolute domination. Big lock of the week, big price tag, and he dominated. Choked out Eric Silva as he should have. And I sniffed out that submission on Prop Fiends. I smelt it. On Prop Fiends, we also smelt and dealt fucking Wes Schultz submission, and that was a very popular pick this week, for fuck's sakes. He got absolutely ragdolled to Baba Yaga, That's a sick nickname. Once I learn how to say it. Fucking, yeah. Sent to the shadow realm. The striking was not there for Wes Schultz. There was no striking whatsoever. His path to get it to the ground, there was no path there. He was having to deal with the striking of a young prospect, and he wasn't able to get through it. No takedowns were coming close. Not even close. He was getting lit up, and he was falling to his back. It was looking bad. It could have been finished quicker. Honestly, that was a bad performance from Wes Schultz, period. Definitely did not show up for the Prop Fiends, and it is what it is. Not every fight you're going to have fighters show up. Another one, D. Silva. I did pick the other side in this one, but D. Silva was a very confident Zodiac pick for Fight Fiend. He got absolutely smoked round one, knocked out with the last second in the round. He's a durable fighter. I did not expect him to get smoked like that, but maybe we keep our eyes on Reyes here moving forward. He shined in his debut. Now Medina let Ryan Gandra shine in his debut. Gandra really gave it to fucking Medina in this one. Another durable fighter that did not look durable in Mexico. Certainly was not the altitude in this one. This was a quick and early finish again. Round one, domination. Sent to the shadow realm right away. My God. Daniel Zellhuber, he's going to start working at Zellers. So if you're at Zellers, you need help at the back aisle there, just holler at Daniel Zellhuber. He'll come and help you with any of your groceries or needs. You're wondering where something's at in the store at Zellers. Any location, you might be able to find a Daniel Zellhuber there. He's at all locations now. Jesus. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. What a madness event in Mexico. Mexico was a pretty fun event for the Prop Fiends and making content, but sometimes the bets don't live up to the hype. They don't follow through, and that's fine. You manage the bankroll wisely, and we got another week coming right up. We got UFC 326, bad motherfucker belt on the line, Du Bronx, Max Blessed Holloway, and we got a ton of other good fights on that event. Prop Fiends are going to be back. Prelim Tim, AJ, Arkansas. So stay forecasted. Tune in each and every event. Get those props. Hit the links in that description below. We got Discord. It's absolutely free. And we're doing a forecast of the day for the NHL, NBA, and the NFL once that starts cooking back up. MLB. Today we got 2 forecasts of the day picks. Let me pull those up. At the NHL, we're at a 2 o'clock slate here, early slate game. I'm taking the Golden Knights over those Pittsburgh Penguins. They played last night, and this is one of the worst spots I honestly seen all season. The Penguins here on a second leg of a back-to-back with travel after that overtime game. No Crosby, no Penguins for me. What a tough spot this is for Pittsburgh. Golden Knights are the favorite in this one, and they should absolutely cook. Now, Prelim Tim saying the Knicks are the play today in the NBA, but buddy, I don't know. Those Knicks bets have been rough, just rough. And the Knicks are just at the pinnacle of getting better and covering the spread, winning when they should win. But for me personally, and you, it seems, these Knicks have been hurting us a little bit, and this is a tough spot versus the Spurs. Now let's look at the head-to-head matchup with the Knicks and Spurs here, Prelim Tim. Is this the first game on the slate? No. This is a best of two-game series here, and they lost one to the Spurs only by 2 points on the road. Now they have home court. This could be a revenge spot. I like it. Revenge spot at the house, MSG. Knicks have to be the play, Prelim Tim. But the forecast of the day is a spread bet, and we're seriously going to take the Milwaukee Bucks. No Giannis, no fucking problem. I think the Bucks can cover here against Chicago Bulls. Bulls are bad. They're a bad team right now. Just a bad team, full of injuries. Yeah, bad team. I think the Bucks will make the playoffs once Giannis gets back into action here. They actually have a good roster without Giannis. Ryan Rollins, they got fucking Miles Turner now on the roster. That's a big man that they need. Kyle Kuzma, Porter Jr., AJ Green, Bobby Portis. I think this team can compete in Chicago tonight. Get that spread covered. Only 4 points, so it's -3.5. The Bucks should win and cover. Knicks win, even money at home. That's another great pick from Prelim Tim. So stay forecasted all platforms. We're giving out a forecast of the day, each and every sport. And we have UFC content that we're specializing in on Instagram, Discord, and obviously YouTube. So stay forecasted. F3 on the rise. Let's go. Let's go.